second art scam is from an account named Queen Wuxi VT. I don't like saying I told people so, but I literally tried to warn about this artist and no one really cared, and what they did see what I said, they just kind of brushed it off because they had raffles going on. So this second art scam, this artist has scammed multiple people, and I've noticed that a lot of these art accounts that are quote-unquote scammers or alleged scammers, they often do these giveaways for engagement. I've seen issues from others with this artist where they literally either gave up in trying to get their commission and didn't get their refund, or the artists themselves started to ghost them until they made a tweet about them and then the artist tried to give them their com quickly. I've said this before, but I noticed how much they didn't go through with their raffles and with all the commissions they take in that either never get done or get half-assed. Again, I warn people, if you don't want to be scammed or wait over a year on a simple art piece, probably best not to work with this artist. They make all these promises and never keep their word and start ghosting you. This is probably the 7th person I've seen speak out of it. And this is in reference to Snowy Saber tweet saying, didn't want to make this one, but I genuinely feel like I've been scammed. I paid Mikasuru September 16 $50 for a reference sheet. That day they said they would sketch it tomorrow, the 17th. I hate when they do that. They're like, oh yeah, tomorrow I'll have it. Then tomorrow comes and there's nothing. They let me know they have the money 2 days later with no sketch. The 24th, I asked if there's any updates. A day after that, they said they will sketch it in a few hours. Days go by and there's no sketch. Let me guess, there's going to be the family member died excuse. Dude, artists have a lot of relatives. I get a DM. I'd rather get a real time frame. Like, if it's going to be in 2 weeks, I'd rather you just tell me it's 2 weeks rather than tomorrow. I get a DM from them saying they lost everything and couldn't reach out to anyone. I don't know how that happens, but I apologize for what happened. Continued. These are the screenshots. I should be able to pick it up tomorrow morning. I will let you know when I receive it. That's the artist. Mimi responds, of course. Do you send whips? I'd like to approve of the sketch beforehand. Of course. Awesome. I'll start sketching tomorrow. Okay, can't wait. Hi, received it. Thanks. Hi. Any updates? And September 25th comes. Hi, I'm taking a class now. I'll be sending the sketch in a few hours. Okay. Hello? Is my commission being worked on? Dude, I had an experience very similar to this. So I did get my artwork though. It just took a really long time and the artist was having some issues, but our DMs look like that. Hi, if I do not get a response by the 16th, I will be issuing a refund through W. I'm not sure what happened, but I hope everything is okay. I didn't do that though. Actually, VGen asked me if I wanted a refund, and I was like, no, dude, I don't want a refund because I've been waiting for this artwork for so long. I was like, I just want my artwork because I really like the artist's art. And I was like, I just want you guys to get in touch with them, like find them. And then they finally found them. And the artist was so nice. She was like, I'm so sorry. I'm really happy with the end result though. I'll reveal this artwork very soon. It was for some stream background. Artist being unreliable being one thing, but $50 for a full ref sheet is extremely low. Yeah, maybe the artist is just starting? I'm not sure. It is very low. Maybe that's why it's low. You know, you get what you pay for at the end of the day. You get what you pay for. Thank you, Olive. I sent her all the files again and let her know again. I want to see the sketch before she moves on to line art and color. No answer for days, so I want a refund. I was promised a sketch day after day with nothing. I couldn't refund through Western Union because she already picked up the money, so I asked for her to send it back. Sending money through Western Union, isn't that weird? I don't think I would accept a commission, or I would send money for a commission if it's not via PayPal. Anything outside of that it's too much work. Yes, exactly, Reina. Like, for the ref sheets, no, you're completely right. One of my friends has been asking me if I could refer to him some artists for ref sheets that are kind of cheap. And all of the artists that I had were around $300. I finally found somebody around the $100 mark that was pretty good, so I sent them that, but it was very difficult to find. Yeah, Western Union has used a lot of scammers. I think because PayPal has the protection thing for 90 days. So let's say you don't receive your product, then you can refund via PayPal for 90 days. So the artist claims she's broke and she can't send the money back. And it's against her TOS. But at the same time, if it's against her TOS, but she broke her own task by not fulfilling her duties, so is the TOS like void? Nowhere on her account was the TOS pinned or anything, so with push and shove I get an update and it's completely different. There was no attention to detail. She went on to finish it with no approval from me when I asked multiple times for the sketch, so I waited a month and a half for finished art that doesn't look anything like my model. I'd love to see the sketch before you line and color so I can double check everything is right and if that's okay. Hey, can I have an ETA on when my commission will be finished or at least started? Mimi sends her a message on October 19th. Then on October 23, 4 days later, she says, I would really like some communication with my commission. I've waited over a month now with no sketch or update. I understand you lost a file, but you recently uploaded a new art you did, so how did you not lose that or have time to do that? I unfortunately cannot get a refund through Western Union because you received the money physically. If you're unable to complete it, please transfer the money back through Western Union. The artist replies, sadly I can't. I'm too broke to send any payment, nor that isn't in my term of service. Would you mind taking your time and sending me all things that need to be fixed? I already drew and colored the other side, but I will send them today at a later time. That's what I asked you not to do multiple times. I wanted to see the sketch before you moved on because you got a lot of the design wrong and you don't have a TOS anywhere. So this is the OG design. Okay, this is the OG design. Oh, okay, here. And this is the design of the artwork. There's a lot of details missing. The chain here around the skirt, some of the marks, the lace, the claws. Did she say it was an unfinished line art? Oh, Western Union is perfectly viable to sending money? Yeah, I think the PayPal, what's good about it is the protection. I then asked if we can change it to an illustration because I wasn't gonna go back and forth for months on changing details one by one. We agreed to a half body illustration. A couple days later, she posts emergency comb for full body for $49. Okay, so basically she paid $50. So she paid $50 for the ref sheet. And then the artist is like, okay, I'll give you a half body for that price. And then she posts an emergency comp for $50. So now she's mad. She tells me on the 26th that she will start sketching that day. A couple days pass with nothing, so I ask again and finally get a sketch. She told me she'd continue it the next day. A week has passed with no other updates. I'm sick and tired of spending quite a large amount of money for me and not getting any communication or even a finished drawing in months. I would not do business with them nor trust any artist who isn't using VGen or PayPal. I hate making this type of post, but never in my life have I had such a difficult commission like this with an artist. And as an artist myself, I always communicate no matter what I'm going through because it's real money you're dealing with. Do not send any kind of hate or harassment either. Posting this for awareness. Would a post like this work? If not, I can find something else. Then on October 26th, she responds, yep, it's so cool. I will start sketching now. On November 2, so 6 days later, she responds, do you have a sketch? Hi, ta-da! I did my best to keep it look like the pose you wanted. Cute, yeah, glad you liked it. I will keep on working on it tomorrow. It's too late now, gotta go sleep, good night. Then 7 days later, she responds, any updates? Bro, with artists, you gotta ask them all the time about updates. Some of y'all are actually so annoying. It's not the fact I have to wait, it's the fact I was promised updates and then get ghosted right after I'm working on it now text. And stop with the price, bro. Y'all acting like I'm the one who priced her art. If she wants to sell it for $50, shit, I'm gonna come because it's my price range. If art is $10 or $80, you should still be communicating and putting effort into it. I undersell myself as an artist and I do all of those things. There's no excuse. I mean, she's right about that. I think it's just about being fair with your time estimate and don't tell people, I'm gonna have this by that date, and then you don't have it. Of course they're gonna be upset. Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't be hunting them down for an answer. You get worried. Just, yeah, I'm working on it. It's gonna be a couple more weeks though. I have other things to work on, or you're not first in my queue. Yeah. Truth is, even artists need longer time to work on other commissions. They receive not just one. Exactly, they're probably working on multiple stuff. But I think it's better to be transparent about it than give false hopes. That's one of the first things I learned in business. You know, start by sucking. Don't get their expectations too high and under-deliver. It's better to get the expectations low and then over-deliver. Update! I got the finished commission. I really like it, but it doesn't take away the fact that all of this happened and multiple people had the same issue. I won't be talking about the situation any further since it's resolved. Thank you guys for the support. They finally ended up having it. I was waiting to see if anything further developed from this, but from what I've seen, more than 3 people claiming to have issues with this person you included. TBH is a bit fishy that they claimed they lost everything to start with. Honestly, I would never send the full money in advance. I'm like, you know, I can do a deposit of up to 30%. That's a max I'll go. And then after that, I'll give you another one after the sketch. And then, you know, once it's finished, I'll send you the rest. But I'm not... If it's an artist that I never worked with before. If it's an artist that I've worked with before, I don't care. I'll give you the full payment in advance. But yeah, no. Because I've had things like that happen too much. And I gotta know that they're working on it at least, you know? Fast, cheap, or good, you can only have 2 whenever you buy art. Well, if you're starting off as an artist, you might, you know, undersell yourself a little just to build the client base, to build a portfolio. Maybe that's what they're doing, but I wouldn't expect something, you know, incredible. You know, there's the Isame Sensei level of art that's like extremely detailed, and then there's the $50 Capcoms. So, you know, of course it's not the same quality. It's also not the same service that goes with it. But sometimes you pay a lot of money for a commission and the service doesn't come with it either. There was this one artist that's done fan art of all the big VTubers. And I think that happened at the beginning of the year. He was Vei's artist too. And he scammed multiple large creators. Initially, I was very sympathetic to the artist community, but then I just turned neutral after learning that community has some serious problems as well. Well, I think you shouldn't see the artist community as a community, and I think we should separate like artists, Twitter artists. Twitter artists are like VTweeters. They're the equivalent of VTweeters. Meanwhile, the artists that do get work, they don't have time to tweet and shit on each other or, you know, I fixed your art kind of deal. So I don't think they're included in most of the drama. There are some artists that just, you know, keep their head down and focus on their craft. Or that they work in studios IRL. Like one of the artists that I commissioned for my wallpaper, they worked in a studio IRL for a game development product. And I think that's pretty cool. And that person wasn't active on Twitter. They never started drama or anything like that. So, you know, I try not to label people as a group. I don't want to say all artists are bad. I'm sure there's some good artists and there's some bad artists. Just because there's some good human beings and there's some bad human beings. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.